To truly master English fluency, it's important to delve deeper into the methods and practices that will enrich your experience. The following sections will provide detailed strategies, resources, and insights that will help you develop a comprehensive approach to learning English. Each aspect of language acquisition will be explored further, including the nuances of cultural immersion, the importance of varied practice, and the psychological aspects of language learning. Start with the concept of immersion. Immersion is about surrounding yourself with the language in a way that feels natural and engaging. Think about how children learn their first language. They are surrounded by it constantly, hearing it spoken in various contexts and using it in daily interactions. You can replicate this experience by creating an immersive environment at home. One effective method is to change the language settings on your devices, phones, computers, and apps. This simple change forces you to interact with English on a daily basis, from reading notifications to navigating your settings. Additionally, consider following English-speaking influencers on social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Engaging with their content will not only expose you to the language but also to contemporary slang, idiomatic expressions, and cultural trends. In terms of consuming media, expand beyond traditional films and TV shows. Explore YouTube channels that focus on your interests, whether they be cooking, technology, travel, or gaming. Many creators offer content in English and often engage with their audience through comments and live chats, providing an interactive element. Another powerful tool is language learning platforms that incorporate media, such as Fluency, which uses real-world videos to teach language in context. Reading should also encompass various genres and formats. Beyond novels and articles, consider graphic novels or comics, which combine visual storytelling with language. This format can be particularly helpful for visual learners and can make complex vocabulary more accessible. Additionally, don't hesitate to explore different types of literature, such as poetry, plays, or short stories. Each genre has its own rhythm and style, providing a rich tapestry of language exposure. When it comes to listening, podcasts can be an excellent resource. There are countless options available, catering to all interests. Look for podcasts that include discussions, interviews, or storytelling. For instance, The Moth features real people sharing their stories, which can help you learn conversational patterns and storytelling techniques. Alternatively, educational podcasts, such as Stuff You Should Know, offer interesting topics while also helping you absorb more formal language structures. Speaking is vital for developing fluency, and practice should be varied and frequent. In addition to finding conversation partners, consider joining English-speaking clubs or discussion groups in your area. Many communities host language meetups, and libraries often offer conversation clubs. These settings allow you to practice speaking in a supportive environment, often with others who are also learning, which can help reduce anxiety. Incorporating role-playing exercises can also enhance your speaking skills. Choose scenarios that are relevant to your life, such as ordering food in a restaurant, interviewing for a job, or engaging in small talk at a social gathering. Practice these scenarios with a friend or a language partner. This method not only builds vocabulary but also helps with confidence and spontaneity in conversation. Utilizing technology can enhance your speaking practice. Applications like SpeechLing and Elsa Speak use voice recognition to provide feedback on your pronunciation and intonation. Engaging with these tools regularly can accelerate your speaking development. Furthermore, consider recording yourself speaking on different topics and playing it back to identify areas for improvement. Building a rich vocabulary requires consistent effort and creativity. Instead of merely memorizing lists of words, aim to learn them in context. This could involve keeping a vocabulary journal where you jot down new words along with sentences that illustrate their usage. You could also use apps like Quizlet to create custom flashcards that include images, synonyms, and example sentences. Another effective method is to practice word associations. When you learn a new word, think about related words, synonyms, antonyms, and phrases that use it. This web of connections not only strengthens your memory but also helps you understand the nuances of word meanings. As you expand your vocabulary, don't forget to focus on idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs, as these are common in everyday conversation. Learning phrases like kick the bucket or let the cat out of the bag will give you insight into cultural expressions and enhance your conversational skills. Watching TV shows or movies can be a fun way to absorb these expressions naturally. Writing skills can be developed in numerous ways beyond journal writing. Try engaging in structured writing exercises, such as summarizing articles or writing reviews of books and films. This will encourage you to express your thoughts clearly and coherently in English. Joining online writing platforms, such as Wattpad or Medium, can provide opportunities for feedback from other writers, which can be invaluable for your growth. Experiment with different writing styles. For example, if you enjoy storytelling, practice writing short stories or creative pieces. If you're more analytical, try your hand at writing essays or critiques. Each style will require different vocabulary and structures, thereby broadening your writing skills. Editing is a crucial part of the writing process. After writing a piece, take time to revise it. Focus on clarity, coherence, and grammatical accuracy. You might consider using grammar checking tools like Hemingway app, which can help you refine your writing. It highlights complex sentences and passive voice, encouraging you to write more clearly and concisely. Engaging in collaborative writing projects can also enhance your skills. Find a writing partner and create stories or essays together. This collaboration can introduce you to new ideas and writing styles while providing opportunities for constructive criticism. Understanding grammar is foundational for effective communication. Instead of viewing grammar as a chore, try to see it as a toolkit that can enhance your expression. Make use of engaging online resources like Grammarly, which not only corrects errors but also explains the rules behind them. There are also many YouTube channels dedicated to teaching grammar in an entertaining way. Break down complex grammar topics into smaller, manageable lessons. Focus on one area at a time, such as verb tenses, conditionals, or prepositions. Use exercises and quizzes to reinforce what you've learned. Consider keeping a grammar log where you document new rules and examples. This can serve as a handy reference. To enhance your grammatical understanding, read texts that challenge your comprehension. Academic articles, opinion pieces, or formal essays often use more complex structures. Analyzing these texts can help you recognize and understand advanced grammar in action. setting effective goals is essential for maintaining motivation. Define your language learning objectives clearly. Whether it's mastering conversational skills, passing an exam, or being able to read novels in English, having clear goals provides direction. Use the SMART framework: as specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded to formulate your objectives. Breaking your goals down into smaller tasks can make them less intimidating. If your goal is to improve your vocabulary, set a target of learning 5 new words each week. Track your progress by maintaining a checklist or using an app that monitors your achievements. Reflect regularly on your progress. Take time to assess what strategies are working well and which ones may need adjustment. This reflective practice can help you stay engaged and make necessary changes to your learning approach. Celebrate milestones, no matter how small. Each step forward is a success worth acknowledging. Consider keeping a journal where you record achievements and reflect on your learning experiences. This can boost your confidence and reinforce your commitment to mastering English. Consistency is crucial for language learning. Develop a structured routine that incorporates a variety of activities, including reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Determine the best times for practice that fit into your daily schedule, whether in the morning, during breaks, or in the evening. Incorporating English into your daily life can create constant exposure to the language. Label items in your home with their English names, and try thinking in English while performing daily tasks. This method can enhance your fluency by making English a regular part of your thought processes. Additionally, consider setting specific challenges for yourself. For instance, you might decide to go a whole day speaking only English or participate in an English-speaking event or workshop. Challenges like these can provide motivation and create memorable learning experiences. To deepen your understanding of cultural nuances, explore the various aspects of English-speaking cultures. Consider watching documentaries or reading books that provide insight into different cultures. Understanding cultural references will enhance your language comprehension and make your conversations more meaningful. Engaging with native speakers in various contexts will help you absorb cultural nuances. Attend local cultural events, workshops, or language meetups to practice your skills in real-life situations. This not only aids language learning but also builds confidence in your speaking abilities. Stay updated on current events and trends in English-speaking countries. Reading news articles or watching news broadcasts can enhance your vocabulary while providing insights into contemporary language usage. Consider following news outlets that focus on English language content, such as BBC or NPR. Participate in discussions or debates on current topics, either online or in person. This practice encourages you to articulate your thoughts and opinions in English, enhancing both your speaking and critical thinking skills. Networking with others who are also learning English can provide support and motivation. Join online forums, social media groups, or local language exchange programs to connect with fellow learners. Sharing experiences, challenges, and successes can foster a sense of community and keep you engaged in your learning journey. Consider mentorship opportunities as well. Finding a mentor who is fluent in English can provide guidance and insights that will help you navigate the learning process. A mentor can offer personalized feedback, recommend resources, and share their own experiences, making your learning more effective and enriching. Engaging with diverse content, whether through literature, media, or conversation, will help you understand the rich tapestry of the English language. Embrace different dialects, accents, and cultural perspectives to gain a well-rounded understanding of the language. As you progress, continue to challenge yourself. Set increasingly ambitious goals, such as reading classic literature or participating in public speaking events. Stepping outside your comfort zone will not only enhance your skills but also build your confidence. Remember that language learning is a journey filled with ups and downs. Embrace the process, and don't shy away from making mistakes. Each error is an opportunity to learn and grow. Celebrate your perseverance and the progress you make along the way. Finally, consider how you can share your knowledge and experiences with others. Teaching someone else can reinforce your own learning and provide you with new perspectives on the language. Whether through tutoring, writing, or creating content, sharing your journey can be both rewarding and beneficial. By following these comprehensive strategies and remaining committed to your goals, you will gradually develop fluency in English. Immerse yourself in the language, engage with diverse content, practice regularly, and embrace the cultural richness of English-speaking communities. Your dedication will ultimately open doors to new opportunities and connections in both personal and professional realms. Enjoy the journey, and savor each step toward mastering English fluency. Mastering English fluency involves several key components that intertwine to create a comprehensive language learning experience. Here are the 5 main key points, expanded in detail to help you on your journey to fluency. To truly immerse yourself in the English language, it's essential to adopt a multifaceted approach that allows for consistent and meaningful engagement. Immersion goes beyond merely listening or reading. It's about creating an environment where English is woven into your daily life in a way that feels natural and enriching. One of the first steps in creating an immersive environment is to change the language settings on your devices. This includes your smartphone, computer, and even social media accounts. By navigating these tools in English, you will regularly encounter the language in practical contexts, reinforcing vocabulary and syntax. In addition to digital settings, consider labeling common household items with their English names. This simple technique helps reinforce vocabulary in a tactile manner. For instance, stick labels on your refrigerator, light switches, and furniture. Each time you interact with these objects, you'll reinforce your memory of the corresponding English terms. Consuming a wide variety of English language media is one of the most enjoyable and effective ways to immerse yourself. Begin with movies and television shows. Choose genres that you enjoy, whether it's drama, comedy, action, or documentaries. As you watch, consider switching to English subtitles. This not only aids comprehension but also helps you connect spoken words to their written forms. Seek out diverse content that features different accents and dialects. Watching films from various English-speaking countries such as the UK, Australia, Canada, and the USA will expose you to regional variations in pronunciation, slang, and cultural references. Documentaries can also provide a wealth of information while showcasing formal language. Podcasts are another fantastic resource. They offer a wide array of topics and formats, from storytelling to interviews. Some popular options include How I Built This, which features entrepreneurs sharing their stories, or Stuff You Should Know, which delves into fascinating topics in an engaging way. Listening to podcasts regularly helps you develop an ear for different speaking styles, pacing, and vocabulary. Reading is a crucial aspect of immersion. Expand your reading materials to include a variety of genres and formats. Start with novels that pique your interest, but don't shy away from other forms of literature, such as short stories, poetry, or non-fiction. Each genre will expose you to different styles of writing and vocabulary. Consider joining a book club or reading group focused on English literature. This provides an opportunity to discuss your thoughts in English and encourages deeper engagement with the material. When you read, make a habit of summarizing chapters or discussing them with friends, as this reinforces comprehension and encourages critical thinking. For those who may find traditional novels daunting, graphic novels and comics can be a great entry point. These formats combine visual storytelling with written language, making them more accessible and enjoyable. They often feature dialogue and colloquial language, which can be beneficial for understanding conversational English. The Internet is a treasure trove of resources for immersion. Join online forums and communities where English is the primary language. Websites like Reddit, Quora, or specialized forums based on your interests allow you to engage in discussions, ask questions, and interact with others. The informal nature of these platforms often leads to the use of colloquial language, helping you become familiar with everyday speech. Consider using language exchange platforms like Tandem or HelloTalk. These applications connect you with native speakers who want to learn your language. Engaging in conversations with them allows you to practice your English skills in a relaxed setting, while also offering insights into cultural nuances. YouTube is another powerful tool for immersion. Follow channels that align with your interests, whether they focus on travel, cooking, technology, or lifestyle. Watching tutorials or vlogs in English exposes you to natural dialogue and various speaking styles, helping you absorb the language in a context that is meaningful to you. To further enhance your immersion experience, engage in activities that involve the English language. Look for local events or workshops focused on topics of interest to you. Many communities offer cultural events, cooking classes, or art workshops conducted in English. These activities provide practical experience and allow you to meet new people, creating opportunities for conversation. If possible, travel to an English-speaking country or participate in study abroad programs. Immersing yourself in a culture where English is the primary language offers unparalleled opportunities for practice. Navigating daily life, from ordering food to engaging in casual conversations, forces you to use the language actively. If traveling isn't feasible, consider virtual exchange programs. Many organizations offer online cultural exchanges where you can connect with native speakers, engage in discussions, and even participate in group activities, all from the comfort of your home. To make the most of your immersion, practice mindful engagement. Set specific goals for your immersion activities. For example, you might aim to watch a certain number of movies per month, read a specific number of articles weekly, or engage in conversations with language partners several times a week. After consuming media, take time to reflect on what you've learned. Consider keeping a journal to document new vocabulary, phrases, or cultural insights. Writing about your experiences in English not only reinforces your learning but also helps you develop your writing skills. Lastly, don't forget the importance of consistency. Make immersion a regular part of your daily routine. Whether it's listening to a podcast during your commute, watching a show before bed, or reading an article during lunch, find ways to incorporate English into your life every day. The more exposure you have, the more natural the language will become. As you immerse yourself in English, pay attention to cultural nuances that influence the language. Understanding cultural references, humor, and social norms will deepen your comprehension and make your interactions more meaningful. Engage with materials that explore the cultural contexts of the language, such as documentaries or articles about social issues in English-speaking countries. Participating in discussions about cultural topics can also enhance your understanding. Discuss current events, popular culture, or societal norms with friends or language partners. This engagement not only sharpens your language skills but also provides a broader perspective on the language and its speakers. In summary, immersing yourself in English involves creating an environment rich with the language through diverse media consumption, engaging with literature, utilizing online resources, participating in real-life activities, practicing mindful engagement, and embracing cultural nuances. By making English a regular part of your life and actively seeking out opportunities for engagement, you'll develop fluency and confidence in the language over time. Embrace the process and enjoy the journey of mastering English. Regular speaking practice is essential for developing fluency in English, as it helps build confidence, improves pronunciation, and reinforces vocabulary. One of the most effective ways to practice speaking is to find conversation partners or language exchange buddies. This can be done through language exchange websites or apps, where you can connect with native speakers who are interested in learning your language. Schedule regular conversations with these partners, focusing on specific topics to enhance vocabulary and fluency. This structured approach allows you to practice conversational English in a supportive environment, encouraging you to express yourself more freely. Consider joining local or online speaking clubs. Many communities host meetups that focus on language exchange, public speaking, or discussions about specific topics such as literature or current events. These clubs provide a relaxed atmosphere where you can practice speaking with others who are also learning. Engaging in discussions within these settings not only improves your speaking skills but also expands your network and introduces you to new perspectives. Participating in role-playing exercises can further enhance your speaking practice. These exercises simulate real-life situations, such as ordering food in a restaurant, giving directions, or attending a job interview. Practicing these scenarios with a partner or in a group allows you to become more comfortable with spontaneous conversation. Role-playing also helps you experiment with new vocabulary and phrases in a practical context, reinforcing your learning in a fun and engaging way. Using technology can significantly aid your speaking practice. Many language learning apps include speaking exercises that use voice recognition technology to provide feedback on your pronunciation and intonation. For example, apps like Speechling offer tools to record your voice and compare it to native speakers, helping you identify areas for improvement. Recording yourself while speaking about various topics and then listening to the playback can also help you evaluate your progress and pinpoint specific areas where you might need to focus. Engaging in public speaking opportunities can further enhance your speaking skills. Look for local Toastmasters clubs or similar organizations that provide structured environments for practicing public speaking. These clubs offer feedback and support, allowing you to develop confidence in presenting your ideas in front of an audience. This experience not only helps with fluency but also teaches you how to articulate thoughts clearly and effectively, which is valuable in both casual and professional settings. Consider incorporating speaking practice into your daily routine. This can involve talking to yourself in English while performing everyday tasks or discussing your plans for the day. You might also try summarizing articles or books you read, explaining the content aloud as if you were teaching someone else. This approach encourages you to think in English and improves your ability to express your thoughts spontaneously. Engaging in discussions about current events or topics of interest can be particularly beneficial. Choose articles or podcasts that resonate with you, and then practice discussing them with friends, language partners, or even in online forums. This not only enhances your vocabulary but also familiarizes you with different viewpoints and cultural contexts. By articulating your opinions and ideas in English, you will strengthen your speaking skills and become more confident in expressing yourself. Another effective method is to practice storytelling. Share personal experiences or create fictional stories in English. This exercise encourages you to think creatively while using language. You can start with short anecdotes and gradually build up to longer narratives. Storytelling helps you develop coherence and fluency in your speech, as it requires you to structure your thoughts and engage your audience. Lastly, don't underestimate the value of making mistakes. Language learning is inherently a trial-and-error process, and each mistake is an opportunity for growth. Embrace the learning experience, and don't be afraid to take risks when speaking. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will become, and the more fluent you will become over time. By consistently engaging in speaking practice through various methods, you will gradually build fluency and confidence in your English language skills. The key is to remain committed, seek out opportunities for interaction, and continually challenge yourself to improve. Embrace each conversation as a chance to learn and grow, and enjoy the journey toward mastering English fluency. Expanding your vocabulary is a fundamental aspect of achieving fluency in English. A rich vocabulary allows you to express yourself more precisely and engage in conversations more effectively. One of the most effective strategies for expanding your vocabulary is to set daily or weekly goals. Aim to learn a specific number of new words each day. Focus on words that are relevant to your interests or fields of study. By tailoring your vocabulary expansion to your personal or professional life, you will find it easier to remember and use these new words. Utilizing flashcard apps can significantly aid in this process. Applications like Anki or Quizlet use spaced repetition, which helps reinforce your memory by revisiting words at calculated intervals. Create flashcards that include not just the word but also its definition, synonyms, antonyms, and example sentences. This method ensures that you learn how to use the word in context, which is crucial for retention. Contextual learning is another effective method for expanding your vocabulary. Whenever you encounter unfamiliar words while reading or listening to English content, make a note of them. Look up their meanings and try to use them in sentences of your own. Reading extensively, whether through novels, articles, or essays, exposes you to a variety of vocabulary and contexts. When you come across new words, pay attention to how they are used in relation to other words and ideas. This approach helps deepen your understanding and retention. Word associations can also be a powerful tool for expanding vocabulary. When you learn a new word, brainstorm related terms, synonyms, and antonyms. For example, if you learn the word happy, think of synonyms like joyful, elated, and content, as well as antonyms like sad or unhappy. This technique not only broadens your vocabulary but also helps you understand the nuances between similar words. Engaging with idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs is essential, as they are commonly used in everyday English. Explore resources dedicated to idioms and phrasal verbs, and try to incorporate them into your speech and writing. Understanding these expressions will enhance your conversational skills and help you sound more natural when speaking. Watching English language television shows or movies can provide context for these expressions, making them easier to remember. Playing word games and puzzles can make vocabulary building enjoyable and interactive. Games like Scrabble, Boggle, or crossword puzzles challenge you to think critically about words and their meanings. Online platforms offer a variety of word games that can reinforce your vocabulary while also making the learning process fun. These activities can serve as a refreshing break from traditional study methods and can often lead to unexpected learning moments. Reading out loud can also enhance your vocabulary acquisition. As you read, try to articulate each word clearly and practice pronouncing unfamiliar terms. This not only improves your pronunciation but also reinforces your understanding of the words as you engage with them actively. You might also consider recording yourself reading passages and listening to the playback. This allows you to evaluate your pronunciation and fluency, helping you identify areas for improvement. Another effective method is to maintain a personal vocabulary journal. Whenever you learn a new word, write it down along with its definition, synonyms, and an example sentence. Regularly review this journal, adding new words and revisiting older ones. This practice encourages active engagement with the language and helps solidify your memory of the words you encounter. Participating in discussions on various topics is also beneficial for vocabulary expansion. Whether it's through formal debates, online forums, or casual conversations, expressing your thoughts in English allows you to practice using new vocabulary in context. Choose subjects that interest you, as this will make it easier to engage and remember the vocabulary related to those topics. Lastly, stay curious and open-minded about language. When you hear or read something new, take the time to investigate further. Explore different contexts, learn about word origins, and discover how meanings can change based on usage. This deeper exploration will not only expand your vocabulary but also enrich your overall understanding of the language. By actively incorporating these strategies into your language learning routine, you will gradually enhance your vocabulary and improve your ability to communicate effectively in English. The key is to remain consistent, stay engaged, and continually challenge